Hello guys, what's up? This is ScherBR and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about the Little Visitor Challenge stage number 3 and also a little guide of this event. And you see that this is the collaboration event with the Final Fantasy Card Keeper. And this is the type of event that we have to face 4 different bosses in a central one. And this time is the hardest part because we have to also face the bosses with the correct weapon types, or else we won't be able to do enough damage. And these bosses hit very hard, guys. You have to be careful here. So what we're doing is just start this. I already made all my squad changes so I can defeat these bosses. And well, we'll just have to start with the element of choice based on the friend we are getting. Well, like you see, I have Ivan Ember here, and he is a staff user. He's a very strong indeed. And I'll probably just do the staff version now. I will start with him, and then let's just change our squad. This is our squad for mage. So I'll just start this and try to pause the video and record back when we first hit the boss. Let me just get the path done. Let's just open here, and you can see we have to face based on the weapon type and not the element. So this one is the path for the staff. Okay. Now I will just skip through the boss. So hey guys, we're back. This is the boss, and you can see that he's weak to lightning and also only staff. So like always, we can at least start a battle by doing Purify attack and also using the Spelllight so we can try to short this battle. Well, let's just skip this. The damage was still not that high, you can see, but we have other characters here. Using the action skill with the Transcendental Lizard was good enough damage. You have Moglight. I'm using Moglight for killing. So it was not that hard. But you need a strong friend to help you with this. And also, this type of boss only inflicts single target damage and a lot of debuffs and also status ailments, especially poison and paralyze. We faced this boss before. It's the same thing. So now let's just check the rewards and do another boss. The reward was a Silver Scroll, and we got a triple drop here. Okay. Now it's time for the second boss. We'll have to just choose based on the strongest friend we can get here. So we can get a very strong Valkyrie Anatomia. You can see here. I will just use her and switch from my squad with swords. This is my squad with swords. And the path to the sword is this one. Or just keep to the boss. So now we're on the next boss. This one is the one weak to sword and also dark. And we are not exactly using dark here, but that is no problem. Same thing as before, we start by using the Spelllight. This boss here inflicts magical damage. We have to check for this. And magical damage, probably AoE damage as well. So I will just start with the Purification attack. This will be the easiest one because I can use Valkyrie Anatomia. Yeah. 2 Valkyrie Anatomia, look what it does. But also a good way because we can use Leon, and Leon is also a good damage dealer when needed. But we're not using action skills here. Now let's just check the rewards. 7-star hammer for staff. Okay. Now next one, we still have the great sword and the bow. The bow is probably the hardest one, and we will have to find someone strong with a bow, and it's always a hard thing. We have this character here, but he's not as strong as we need. So we will just use the great sword now. This is almost capped to the max. Let's just use this one. Change to the great sword squad. I only forgot to equip my orbs on Creation Valkyrie. This is very strange. This is good enough. So, well, this is still not hard. Always the hardest one is the bow. At least we have Rine now, and Rine was free, so a good bow user. Let's just go to the path of the great sword. This one. Yeah, now it's time for the boss that is weak to great swords, and he's also weak to the ice element. So this is fun because there's a lot of great swords with ice. The summer Tyla is also Creation Valkyrie, and sadly we don't have Sula yet. But this time I was not able to reach with full purification guards because Kokuyo always mess up with things. But we can at least start doing action skill damage. Yep. Yeah, it was a little too much. This girl is a little too strong. But while I just posted the thread list already, so also on my channel, if you're having difficulty, you can also add the same people I'm using here. It's very strong characters will help you with this. Okay, let's just check the reward. Is a medium stamina potion, 3 of it. He also got another triple drop, very nice. It's even better because the treasure vault only uses a single currency. And well, this is the last run. I already did before this video the common run because I think it's the easiest one. It's not hard because we can simply use anything. There's no weak to weapons. So we should just go ahead and try to get a bow. It's the hardest one. People hardly use this bow. Yeah, you can see we didn't get one now. I would just try to get one by refreshing the list. Well, by refreshing this list, I just got someone with a bow. And I have actually 2 options, and this one will have to suffice. Well, let's just use it. Maybe it works, maybe it won't. This bow squad I'm using, you can see Rufus and Rine, also Leonard F, just because it's the only thing I have. You can see that my Mighty reduces by quite a lot, but the stage here says it's 80k recommended mine. I don't know if this is true, because they kinda have some trouble trying to balance sometimes. But, well, we have the last path is the bow one. So, well, we are now on the boss that's weak to bow, and it's also weak to fire. That's quite nice. Well, we will just use the Chevelt Light like always. We can start with the purification attack to see if we can get some damage here, but this spot is very weak. Yeah, you can see. At least we have the fireball, I think, is with Lennet. We just have to use it now. Very bad damage actually. He's also using a Firebolt. Actually, both Rina and Rufus get stronger with time, so we can save their action skills for 2 turns at least. And this boss is different from the others. This one is doing poison, AoE damage, physical damage, paralyze, poison, physical damage, and AoE damage. But also magical damage, because that was a magical damage. Thanks to work less with him than we worked with the other bosses. Poison, AoE damage, poison again. 2 poisons stacked here, and we have to be careful, but I don't think he can defeat me. We can at least now use the action skill. This is Rosh Ways. Blind, well. And he can attack like 4 times in a single turn. Well, let's just use the last Shroud Light we have. Try to use everything we have. Next turn he will die. Heroism helps a lot here, even more if you're using it with your main character here. But he would die before the purification attack. Well, this was the hardest one. It always is. Bow users are not that strong as the other counterparts, and it's always a problem. You only got a melee experience speed. This is terrible. So now we have the last stage, the Little Visitor Challenge EX. I will just try to run this with the squad I have. The boss is weak to darkness, but I don't have that many options with darkness. But I will just be using my common squad, the squad I use all the time. So I just will be able to see if it works or not. This is the squad I use. It's actually I can change the main weapon here to use the Refine, but no, I will just use this one. Let's just see what happens. Well, let's just talk about the resistance here. He is resistant to action skill damage, all other elements, but no darkness. He is non-resistant to lightning, but he's only weak to darkness. So you can actually use lightning and darkness, but you have to focus on darkness. I don't have that many options with darkness, but people with Kokuyu, Arbiter, Hearse, and this stuff will do well here. But while we'll be here I will just attack normally for the first turn, try to heal as much as I can, and then start using the Shvelt Light on the second turn. I don't think I can win this without preparation, but I'm just testing to see how it goes. Yeah, the damage was not that high. Seal. He's sealing the action skill damage. It seems to be both physical and magical damage. You can see that was quite a lot of damage. The boss just completely depleted all of my HP on a single turn. He uses 4 attacks. Quite a lot, quite impressive. And I can only use this and try to use the Mistio thing. I can use the action skill of my other characters because he just silenced me. But maybe we will survive for the next turn. Maybe use a dark type element with Aku, I don't know. She's just good with ice and fire. On green, when he enters the stage, he makes quite a lot of difference. But yeah, this is not easy. This may be not even worth, but I was just testing to show you guys how this works. I don't know if I'll try to defeat this boss just because I see that it's a little over the edge. They are doing it again. But that's it, that's how it works. Well guys, this is it. This video is just about the bosses. If I can defeat this boss, I'll make another video, but if I can't, I will just not do it because I don't think it's worth. But we'll be doing another video to explain the other stuff about this event. Especially the treasure vault that has here. I will make a video about it as well. Sorry, the treasure vault here. It's a very nice feature, but the problem is always the farming. But okay, thanks for watching, please subscribe if you haven't, and we see each other on the next video.